Hey Pisces, what's going on? It's your girl D with 8th House Energy here to do your January 2020 love reading. This is going to be general and may not resonate with everybody. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Pisces, I do want to thank you for your love and support, and I do hope that I'm continuing to bring you messages that provide clarity or insight so that you can make the decisions that are best for you. If you would like a personal reading, my information is in the box below. Please check that and reach out to me. I'll be glad to assist you. There is going to be an extended reading, an extended version of this reading. The link is going to be below. All right, so please check that out. Let's talk about, I do want to start adding more astrology into the readings because understanding astrology helps you to better navigate the waters of life here. All right. And so I think that it would be more helpful than not to let you know what's going on with the planetary alignments and how they're affecting you and your attitudes of love specifically, because this is a love reading. So let's take a look at where the planet of love is. So when you look at astrology and you look at love and you're looking at compatibility, you're looking at your Venus sign, your partner's Venus sign, which is how you express your love, how you show your attitudes and ideology about love. And then we also look at Mars, which is what you're attracted to, what turns you on, your desires. All right. And we also look at the moon. The moon is how you process, things that happen to you, your emotions and feelings. Okay. So right now, Venus is in your 11th house. Okay. And for you, that is the house of self-worth, feelings of value, feelings of self-worth. It's also the house of material gain, material possessions, financial security. Okay. And money. All right. Security, financial security, physical security. So you're probably going to be attracting people who see this quality in you. They see that, you may be attracted to people who are attracted to you are going to be attracted to you for your self-worth, for how you treat yourself, how you value yourself, your self-esteem. Okay, so whether it's positive, whether you look at yourself positively or whether you have low self-esteem, you're going to be attracting people right now based on your self-esteem, based on your value, the energy that you give off to these people in reference to how you value yourself, self-worth. You're also going to be attracting people who are looking at you based on what you physically possess, as far as your physical possessions. So, if you just bought a new car, just got a new house, somebody who may be pursuing you may find that attractive about you. What they're basically looking at is the fact that you can provide for yourself and that you take care of yourself. Because, how you treat yourself is an example. You show people, the way you treat yourself is how you show people how to treat you. Okay, so you're going to be having people looking at you based on how you treat yourself. How do you take care of yourself? What do you do for yourself? And you might have been experiencing that for the last couple of months here, if you've met someone new. Or if you're in a current relationship, your partner is appreciating how you take care of yourself, how you take care of the physical possessions that you have, and how you show, that you appreciate, their worth as well. Now, that Venus is in that 11th house of yours, and it's going to be going to your 12th house next week on the 13th. And that house represents how you see yourself, your personality, how you dress, how you express yourself to the world. So you may be meeting people who find you very attracted by the way you dress, how you carry yourself, your personal style, your personality. So your partner, if you're already with someone, if you're in the process of switching up your hairstyle or switching up your clothes or things like that, your partner may appreciate that more. And if you are in the process of switching that up, you're going to attract more people to you, is what I'm showing here, or what I'm getting here when I look at the energies. Also, Mars, what your desires are and what you desire. That's in your 9th house. That went into your 9th house on the 3rd. So that's the house of, emotional nourishing. That's also the house of your mother. It also has to deal with your domestic affairs. So you're desiring a partner. If you're looking for someone, you're looking for someone who is interested in taking care of home, making sure that everybody has what they need in the household. You're looking for a partner. If you're going to move in with someone, or you want someone to move in with you, you want someone who respects home, who takes care of home. Some of you may be attracting people who find you to be good as a mother or good as a father. you may be talking to someone and they may want to expand the family with you. Some of you may be dealing with someone and your partner may be wanting you to move in, or you may want your partner to move in. Okay. Some of you are looking for partners that you can connect with on that level, somebody that you would eventually be able to share residence with, is what I'm getting here as far as your desires. And of course, it could be vice versa. You could be attracting someone who desires to move in with you and share a residence with you or share a home with you. So yeah, you're going to be really focused on things in reference to the home, okay? Whether it's the physical home or the home within yourself. So in reference to love, that's going to be what's going on with you guys. Now let's take a look at your cards here. We do a 10 card spread. So the first card here represents how you feel about yourself in reference to relationships, whether it was past or present. I have the 10 of Cups in reverse here. Okay, the 10 of Cups in reverse. So maybe in the past, with the 10 of Cups here, the relationship that you had in the past, at one point things were good. This was an ideal partner for you, but eventually something came to a close. And currently, if you're in a relationship right now, maybe you're feeling as if the partner that you're with is somebody that, there was a great relationship, but maybe there's some issues right now. There's some arguing, some fighting. There's something going on that's interrupting or interfering in the relationship. Now, as far as how you see your partner or how you saw your partner in the past relationship, we have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Excuse me. So this energy is telling me that maybe in the past your partner was someone who didn't want to move forward. Maybe there was someone who didn't want to have a serious relationship. Maybe you were someone who didn't want to move forward and didn't want to have a serious relationship with them. This could represent stubborn energy. So maybe someone was just not willing to compromise. Maybe someone wanted it their way or no way at all. Okay. Also, this is telling me that maybe someone is not financially astute, because right now, what I'm showing for you with Venus in your 11th house, this is all about material possessions as well, and being able to provide financially for yourself. And maybe the person that you were with wasn't able to do that, or maybe you weren't able to do that in that relationship, and that was a problem. Okay. Now, the third card that I'm showing here represents how you feel about the relationship you're in, or how you felt about the past relationship. And we have the 9 of Swords in reverse. So for some of you, you were defending this relationship with the 9 of Wands in reverse. 9 of Wands reverse energy is talking to me about finally breaking free, or almost to the point where, how can I say this? 9 of Wands in reverse is talking to me about maybe not having faith in the relationship, or some of you having faith in the relationship, because this card represents how you see the relationship. So maybe you don't have a lot of faith in this relationship right now. Okay, for a lot of you. And in the past relationship, you didn't have faith in it as well. And it could have very well been because of the planetary alignments that were going on. This person was not able to move forward with you because they didn't have finances. So maybe you guys wanted to move in together, or thought about taking things to the next level, but this person couldn't afford to, for whatever reason. Or, they were just stubborn about it, stubborn with finances, very cheap, not wanting to, help out. And that's something that, you just couldn't tolerate. Now, the fourth card here, this fourth card will represent what would strengthen the past relationship, or what would strengthen the current relationship. And this is the Lover's card here in reverse. So when I see the Lover's card in reverse, this is telling me that someone needs to make a decision. Okay, maybe there's more than one person that they have to choose from. So maybe Pisces, you have more than one person, which would determine if this relationship continues to move forward or not. You may have someone else in line that you're thinking of, or in the past, you may have had someone else, or the partner you were dealing with had someone else. And if they did have someone else, you felt like, this is something that is, it's not benefiting me in any way. So this is where your Venus in your 11th house came in, okay, in reference to value and self-worth. So you felt like, you know what, I'm not about to share you. I'm not about to have you sit here and act as if you can't decide between me and someone else. So I'm going to step off. Or this, again, could have been you trying to make a decision as to who you want to be with. Maybe you had many options. The next card here is going to represent your hopes in the relationship. Actually, forgive me. We got to go to this card. This card represents what weakened the relationship, or what will weaken the relationship. And I have the Ace of Cups in reverse. This could represent that there's no love in the relationship, or there was no real love. Maybe it was just about money, the past relationship. Maybe it was about what someone could provide for someone. Maybe someone was very stubborn, and maybe they just were in love with someone else. With the Lover's card in reverse here. Okay. Versus for some of you, maybe you just didn't want love, or your partner that you were with, maybe they didn't want a serious relationship. Okay. Which is why maybe things didn't go anywhere. Okay. That's for some of you. And now this card here. So this card is the card that represents your hopes. So we have the Four of Swords in reverse. So I'm wondering why this is coming up in your hopes, the Four of Swords reverse. Because the Four of Swords reverse talks about restlessness, anxiety, burned out, ready to act. So maybe this is you just ready to act, ready to move forward. And I say that because Uranus is also in your, what house is that for you, for Uranus? It's in your 11th house. Yeah, it's in your 11th house. Uranus is also there with Venus. Uranus is all about inner individuality and uniqueness and intuitive creativity, but it's expressed through inspiration or through rebellion. So some of you are just ready to rebel against this situation. You're ready to move forward. This is not what you want. For some of you, you're ready to get creative about, what's going on here in this situation so that you can make things better. In the past, maybe you were anxious about this relationship, or maybe you didn't have patience with this person, because this is very stubborn energy. And this represents here, not having patience to deal with that. And so maybe this is why, this relationship, this Ten of Cups relationship here, did not work out for some of you in the past. This could be what's going on in the current energy with you right now. Maybe someone is being very stubborn, okay, being very stingy financially wise, and it's causing problems within the relationship. Maybe, again, this could just be all about money. This person could just be all about money, which is, why there's no real love here with the Ace of Cups, no new love. Now, this card represents your fears, and this card represents the Eight of Swords. So you're fearing being trapped in this situation, a situation where there's no real love, or a situation where you're dealing with someone who can't decide. Oops, I can't pick up the card. You can't decide between you and someone else. Okay? And they're taking their slow, sweet ass time about making that decision, is what I'm getting for some of you. Also, with this Eight of Swords here being in your fears, this is you being afraid. Yeah, definitely being afraid of being trapped, being afraid of just overlooking things, trying to be the peacekeeper. But you're getting very anxious in reference to that because, again, you're about to rebel. You got Uranus in your second house here. This is in reference to your feelings about you, your value, your self-worth, what you bring to the table. And you feel like this person is not respecting that. The person that you were with wasn't respecting that, or the person you're currently with right now, if you're having issues in that relationship, they're not respecting it. All right. Now, your responsibility in this relationship is the Hangman in reverse. This is your energy, Piscean energy, Hangman in reverse. So with the Hangman in reverse being your energy, this is telling me that maybe you should be a little bit more selfish with this person, especially if this is someone who is going between you and someone else. All right. And this person is being very self-centered, very selfish, very stubborn in their behavior. And if you're not really feeling that you and this person have a real love connection, perhaps it's up to you to establish some boundaries. All right, and this might be why we have this Nine of Swords in reverse here. Oh, I hate that I can't pick up the card. The Nine of Swords in reverse here, where we talk about how you see the relationship. Maybe you see yourself on guard about this, and something that you may not want to fully vest time and effort and energy into. All right, so that's what I'm getting as far as your responsibility. Hangman in reverse. Now, your partner's responsibility, or the person's responsibility from the past relationship, is judgment. So yeah, so for some of you, you were dealing with someone who had more than one person, and they needed to make a decision. They needed to make a moral decision as to who they were going to be with, and what they were doing, and what they're going to do. All right, and for some of you, they didn't make that decision, so you had to make it for them. Okay, so that's what I'm getting strongly here with that. Now, the outcome that I'm showing here for your situation is the Three of Swords in reverse. So if this was a past relationship that ended, there was some heartache here, but it looks like you're getting past it. You're moving past it because you realize your value and your self-worth. Okay? With Uranus in your 11th house, as well as Venus in your 11th house, this is you looking at yourself saying, you know what? I fucking deserve better. I don't have to deal with someone who is messing around with multiple people, who can't decide what it is that they want as far as a relationship is concerned. They don't know if they're in love. They don't know what it is that they want. They got too many decisions. You deserve better than that. And you came to that conclusion. For some of you, you were with this person for a very long time. Okay. Unfortunately, some of you were dealing with someone who was already married, and they may not have been separated, but they may not have told you that. You may have just found that out recently with this person. Okay, but some of you knew that this person was in a situation with someone else. And with Uranus and Venus in your 11th house, you're reevaluating things in reference to what you deserve, what you feel you're worth, and what you bring to the table in relationships. And you're saying, you know what, enough. So for some of you, you're letting this situation go. Because you're not going to just be someone who's going to be someone's flunky. You're not going to be someone who's just going to be, okay, well, if you want to deal with me, you know where to find me type of person. You're not interested in that. And this is definitely why your responsibility in this relationship that you got going on right now is for you to be selfish. All right? And for you to stop feeling like a victim. Some of you are coming out of that. You were feeling like a victim. You were feeling like this person did you wrong, but you're taking steps to take power now and take things into your hands, and you're going to move forward in the manner in which you feel is best. And that manner is going to represent the fact that you have more self-love for yourself. You have more self-value for yourself, especially after dealing with this situation. That's what's coming out of this for you. Okay. And so as a result, you're going to move forward and do what's best for you, whether it's you being single, whether it's you finding someone who's appropriate for you. But yeah, this situation for many of you is just not working anymore. So you're deciding to let it go. And you're being inspired, through a lot of you through music, through, connecting with people who are like-minded, by, maybe some of you are dealing with this by decorating your home, making your place more loving and full of the energy that you want it to be. Some of you, that's your therapy. Some of you are going to be changing, the way that you feel. Some of you are already changed on the inside. And on the 13th, that's going to be manifested on how you look on the outside. So a lot of you may be changing your appearance. You may be changing your clothing, changing how you look. There's a couple of signs going through that change right now, and you're one of them, where, you may be getting your hair cut. You may be growing a beard. You may be cutting your beard. You may be, going from short nails to long nails. You may be going from dark colors to bright colors as far as clothing. You may, if you're a woman, you may want to wear more makeup or less makeup, or you may want to wear more dresses or less dresses. You may want to throw on more high heels or not. If you're a guy, you may want the more sporty look, or, you may want to go more of a more professional look. You may want to get into suits, and getting fitted suits and things like that. You may want to change your status up because you're changing on the inside. All right. And that change is showing and reflecting more self-value, more self-worth. And so as a result, when Venus moves into your 12th house on the 13th, you're probably already feeling that energy as it is. But yeah, you're going to start seeing that, and people are going to start seeing it on the outer, what's going on the inner It's going to start coming out on the outer. And as a result, you're going to start attracting people, or people are going to be attracted to you who are going to be about relationships and the domestic affairs, and wanting to settle down and be in a serious relationship if that's what you want. All right, so what I'm going to do is I want to clarify some of these cards here, because I want to find out about this situation here with the Lover's card. I also want to find out about this Nine of Swords in reverse, because that's how you see the relationship. For some of you, you just see it as a waste of time, and you're just done. And I also want to know what you're anxious about. Maybe you're anxious to rebel against the situation. You've been quiet and kind, and maybe now it's to the point where you're going to say something. All right, because that's what I'm getting strongly with this Hangman in reverse card. This is your energy. You're no longer going to sit back and act as if, you don't see what's going on here. Okay, so let's take a look. The link below is for the extended, so please join me. But before we go there, we'll do some oracle messages to get you some advice from Spirit. So what do we have for my Pisces? We have integrity. It says, does the situation align with your morals and values? And this could be representative of those of you who are dealing with someone that you know is married. Ooh, that you know is married. That you know is involved with someone else. Okay, they don't have to be married, but they could have more than one person. And you know that they have another person. And this is totally talking about Uranus and Venus for you being in your 11th house, the house of self-value, the house of self-worth. And you're looking at what you value and what's important to you. Because again, remember we had the Judgment card here. That also talks about what's important and what's morally right and what's valuable to you and what's not. So you're definitely, this message is ringing true through to you about self-worth, self-value, what's important, what you feel is a proper relationship for you to be in based on how you feel about yourself. Okay, so this relationship that you're in or that you got out of was based on how you felt then. You're not going back into a relationship like that anymore. And the relationship that you're in right now, that you're coming out of, you're realizing that you deserve better. Okay, you're realizing you deserve better. So this is where integrity comes in. All right, now let's get you another one. We have leap of faith. It says it's safe to make the move you're considering. This is where the antsiness is coming from with the Four of Swords in reverse. You are so ready to get rid of this situation. You're so ready to get out of this. You're so ready to move on that it's not even funny. The universe is telling you, go ahead. If that's what you want to do and you want to relocate, some of you are going to be relocating. Okay, moving out from the partner that you're with. Some of you are living with someone who's seeing someone else. Okay, some of you are seeing someone who's living with someone else, and you're just going to end this altogether for a lot of you. Okay, take the energy how it resonates. And we got one more for you, and then we're going to go to the extended here. So let's see what else we got for you. What else we got for my Pisces? My Pisceans. Aha, new love. All right. So a new love or recommitment to love is developing. So for some of you, you taking responsibility and letting this person know, no, I'm not having this anymore. Make a decision now. As a matter of fact, if you can, I'll make it for you. And if you change your mind, then you come see me. But don't come see me if you're not about that life. Okay? That's for the ones who are in a situation where, you know what? I had enough. You've done me wrong with the with the Three of Swords in reverse, and I'm over it. All right. So some of you have met someone new. Okay. And now this is saying here that new love is a beautiful thing, because for some of you, there's no love left here. Okay. Because this is what weakened the relationship. The fact that maybe you were in love with someone else, maybe you acquired feelings for someone else. Maybe your person doesn't love you, but is in love with someone else, which is why some of you were dealing with someone who had another person. But some of you lucked up and met someone new, all right? And this person is someone who's really interested in you and wants to see where things are going here. And this is a good sign. So Spirit is saying, please go with the new. Go with the new, out with the old, in with the new, okay? So let me know, Pisces, if this resonated with you in the comments, if it resonated. You don't have to tell me if it didn't, because we know that it might not. It's a general read, so you don't have to do that. But you know, people gonna do what they want. So, but I really would like to hear from people who this resonates with, a part of it or some of it resonates. If you don't want to get specific, that's cool. If you want to just click the like button because some of it resonated, that's cool as well. Make sure you stay tuned, because I do weekly. So if you're not subscribed already, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. That way you'll know when I post. And this is going to be the last love reading. This is going to be the one that's entitled Love. The last one that's entitled Love. Because I'm only doing love readings once a month where it's entitled a love reading. But I do weeklies. And if the weekly talks about love, then we'll talk about love. Whatever the cards are talking about is what I'm going to tell you. I'm not going to be making shit up. I don't have the energy for that. I'm just going to tell you what the cards say. All right. So join me in the extended. The link is down below. The link is $5. It's $5 a month for you to see all the videos that I post. You'll see all the extendeds. All right. So you can't beat that with a bat, because a lot of tarot readers are charging you $10 per video. So I've seen some $12 per video. You know, why would you pay that when you can just come here and you get all of the videos I post? You get all the extendeds for $5. I mean, it's up to you. But we're going to be in the extended clarifying this reading here, because this is really interesting. I'm glad to see that you guys are stepping into your power and getting away from relationships that are no good for you. And some of you have met someone new, which is a beautiful thing. So we're going to talk about that in extended. All right, Pisces, if you can't join us, I'm sorry. Maybe you check us out next time. But for those who are coming over, I'll see you there. Peace out.